Hi everyone, I'm back with another video for Saitama, and this video will be interesting and a bit of fun. So I was just going through all the details, all the partnerships that Saitama has been having, and what we can expect in the future. So I would like to say three things or possible use cases that Saitama would have in the coming years or months, whatever be the time frame. So in the coming days, what would be the three use cases that we can see Saitama to be utilized for as a token and as a cryptocurrency, right? So please do watch till the end of the video. I'll break down the one, two, three, and why I think that these three are possibilities in each one of them in the discussion. So thank you again for entering this video right now. This would be some kind of a small food for thought for everyone who is watching this video right now. Do comment on your views after you watch this video, and do like this video. Also, please do subscribe and share so that we spread the word to everyone out there who is in the new crypto space. So before I begin, again, this is not financial advice or neither am I a financial advisor. This is just done for educational and entertainment purposes only. So please do your own research before you purchase or get into any of the crypto tokens out there. Having said that, let's begin. Now, the first use case that we have all been seeing with a lot of other tokens in the market would be purchase of NFTs. Yes, and in-game currency. So NFTs have been a hot selling cake in the recent months. It has picked up a lot of steam and a lot of interest in very big institutions as well in terms of artwork or in terms of the transactions that's happening. The Ethereum network is getting clogged only because of NFTs, guys. So you can head over to Etherscan and just check the usage by OpenSea alone. It would be somewhere in the range of anywhere between 15 to 25 or even more than percent or even more than that. So that's how popular NFTs have become. And the second, the same use case, Saitama can also be used as purchasing NFTs or as an in-game currency. They have their own games coming up, in fact, not even a single one. They have their own, Wolfcaster game that's going to be a game which would definitely not be only on the mobile platform. It would be available for you on your console or PC as well. There was a partnership with Blazefire Games with esports as well to go ahead and sponsor them. So quite obvious that there might be certain use cases there as well where people who are playing those games on esports, be it any game that is there, for example, Dota 2, be it Counter Strike, or be it any other a platform game or MMORPG game that is there out. If they are sponsoring it, probably they might have some specific costumes or NFTs for the characters or specific items for the characters to be used in game, which you can purchase through Saitama. And carry forwarding that to the own game of Saitama Studios, be it Wolfcaster or any other games that we will definitely be seeing, we would have Saitama tokens to be used as in-game currency, where you can even earn them while playing the game. So it's a play-to-earn game. That's what they have confirmed. So quite obvious, the initial investment for purchasing also would happen through Saitama. And once you use your items, you start leveling up your character, or try to sell your NFTs, whatever items you obtain, or wolves that you actually can tame and level up in the Wolfcaster game, that we can also be sold out for Saitama tokens as well. So that's a play to earn game that we can see, and that is the first use case: NFTs and in-game currency. Sounds exciting. Let's see. So the second thing that I'm thinking of is, if you come down to the Saitamask on their website, they have said buy and sell goods and services using crypto. Now, this is a bit interesting because it is now defining a space where you can use Saitama to purchase goods and services totally online. You do not require any a warehousing kind of a mechanism or anything as such, where sellers and the buyers can directly get in touch. There is no middleman involved. I mean, that's the simplest way I can put it across. And that too, the usage here would be using Saitama tokens, not your regular currency. And since the Saitama token is only pegged to the crypto market variation in terms of fluctuation or so, we might see some kind of a standardization that would happen, which again we don't know how they're going to build. There are a lot many ideas and thoughts that I personally have on how they can do it. uh, in that case, even in fact Shiba Inu is a little one step ahead, if you say, in that use case, because they have already pegged that she to zero point 0.1 cents. We can definitely see Saitama being having some kind of another token, or what you can say, a standardized value, a standard valued currency launched out, which you can convert from Saitama. Saitama will still be with the market, and it will be subject to fluctuations. You can just use your Saitama to convert it to a standard stable currency and then go ahead and transact it through that. I mean, that's a use case idea which I have, a little vague, but yeah, people who get a thought of it, please do share in the comment section below what do you feel about it, right? So thinking of that, it will be a total online space where people can go ahead and directly purchase the goods as well as services by just using your Saitama tokens, and that too through the Saitamask app. You do not require any other third party application to go ahead and do that. So now this is really interesting, because on a serious note, if you look at it, they are trying to build an ecosystem to be sustaining in their own platform, that's their mobile application, right? Or probably we might definitely see that option on the website as well. So it's on their platform, they're trying to host, bring sellers or buyers onto their platform. That is where you can see kind of an Amazon link, yeah, but on the DeFi space. The Amazon link on the DeFi space. Keep that in your mind. So that's where I think there would be a use case scenario for Saitama to actually go ahead and provide a total online kind of a marketplace, where there is no physical store that is required. You can always advertise your business online, go ahead and sell it. It would be good for the sellers as well as the buyers, because it's from the direct seller to the buyer that the goods transactions would happen. Yeah, here and there might be certain middlemen, but not too much as we see in the normal retail chain sectors, right? So taking that into account, it would be a good use case to actually see. The third and final use case, this is interesting. I mean, really interesting, in fact, because what I'm thinking of right now, if it is executed without fail safes, or if it actually comes into effect, trust me, it's huge. It's really, really huge. Saitama will be propelled to such an extent that you wouldn't even imagine what you are imagining right now about Saitama's price or the use cases. So, coming down, before I actually come to the actual point, I would like to show you a quick statistics on the unbanked population in the entire world. Now, there is another video which I have made wherein I have spoken about crypto versus fiat, who wins and who loses. Just go check that video out. I've given you a detail on what these unbanked countries are, and why is it that I feel crypto or fiat would have their own singular use cases, and who would actually win. Do check out my video for more details on that. I have gone through an extensive, details of only based on statistics, facts, and articles and figures. That's it. There is no hocus pocus, hype or anything as such. It's pure news and facts. So you can go check it out, and I'll also, probably see if I can link that in the description below, or on the video card at the end of the video as well. So you can go and check that out too. Having said that, what do you mean by unbanked population? This is the population or the number of people who do not use any banks or financial institutions to save their money or do their transactions. Imagine a person in Morocco does not have to go to a bank, does not have a bank at all in many of the places. I'm not speaking only on Morocco. There are a lot many villages, or there are a lot many towns, in fact, or cities out there in the entire world where there is not even a single bank. Please go ahead into Google. You can search out countries or cities, I mean cities or villages without banks and stuff. They do not have, they have a population of a million or 1,000, whatever be the use cases, 100,000, those many people. But even though they have that population in place, they do not have any banking services, mainly because of two reasons. One, the people there would not like to have the government run banks over there to regulate their cash flow. And two, which will lead to something else in the later stages. That's the secondary part. But just saying, the people would not allow that such kind of a system to exist in their area or locality. And the second reason here being in terms of people not being educated enough, or the infrastructure which cannot be provided at that point of place, or that particular area or the locality, which ideally does not enable any of the investors who would like to open a bank over there. So, having said that, taking those into consideration, how do they actually transact? There are two methods that they are actually transacting. The first method would be through the normal, paper money that you have, the fiat currency, as you say. So, that is how they do it. And how do they save it? They just keep it with them in their houses, probably bury them in the pot, or do whatever it takes. But yeah, that's how they usually transact. The second method that they use for transactions would be in terms of goods alone. It can be it can be a goat, it can be a cow, it can be milk, it can be rice, it can be any commodity for exchange. And that's how the primitive way that even earlier human beings used to do it with transaction. That's how the entire system of transaction or barter system came into picture. So that's the way. Even now there are few many, not few, many of such places where such kind of a barter system exists, where commodities are exchanged instead of any cash flow as such. Now, the actual point of Saitama's use case, just imagine, I know few of you would already have got the hint of where I'm coming from. Imagine Saitama being used as a currency for transactions in all these unbanked populated countries or cities, right? Or locations. Just imagine. There are major two advantages in this. One, the people do not require a bank because everything is in their single wallet, that is Cytomask. Where did it go? Yeah. Your Cytomask is your bank. So whatever you want to actually go ahead and trade, you can do so using your Cytomask application. And the second thing, you do not need to have any it's easy for tracing transactions being in the blockchain. It's transparent, it's easy. And here the government also would have an opportunity to probably generate revenue through a short implementation of a small tax as well for the transactions that happen. So instead of levying a tax on income or income, any other mode of direct or indirect taxes, levy the taxes in terms of each transaction that occurs, and that can be built into a smart contract as well. Now imagine that. You can actually put a layer on it, simply just thinking, okay, for an example, take country X, or a city X, to be even smaller, just for understanding. The place X does not have any banking system. They want to use Saitama as a currency. What you would ideally do, the government wants to actually extract taxes for that. So what they would come out with is just a wrap. It's a layer 2 blockchain that they will create over the Saitama existing token. What you would do, if it is city X, then you call it X wrap Saitama or X Saitama. If it's city Y, you call it Y Saitama. So something like that, right? So you do that. Or their regional currencies also, you can just peg them to that, right? So Saitama INR, Saitama USD, whatever be the scenario. I'm just giving a quote. You wrap that, and now while you're wrapping, you also have a contract that you can actually induce where certain terminologies can be put in. During that phase, the government can put in a small amount of, say, 0.001% or 0.0001% of the transaction amount, or would be taxed, and that would go to the government. Simple, transparent, and effective system of usage for both. It's a win-win situation for both the government and the people who are using it as well. The only drawback that is possible, the only drawback that is possible over here is regarding the infrastructure and awareness that we would definitely have to create, which Saitama has been doing wonderfully. And to be actually frank, this is not just to shill out the token, guys. Just saying, the amount of effort that they're putting in terms of education field is really mind blowing. They're all about educating the people out there, creating awareness about crypto, be it not Saitama alone, any of the things, but they are providing it for education. Once you have people educated, that is when people start using these type of we can see more users for this use cases, and probably these applications would be more user friendly for them. It would be a walk in the park, and once that happens, you will definitely be able to start building certain infrastructures, or people might pour in certain investments where they have more users, more profit to make. You can definitely get in more infrastructure in place, and now it's a Saitama village or a Saitama city. I mean, it's a bit crazy, but this is a serious use case which you can definitely have a thought about. And if, trust me, if this happens, that Saitama can be utilized as a currency for each country, it will be mind blowing. And for Saitama, it's a whole new level of operation, guys. It's a whole new level of operation. It would definitely be on the top of the charts in every other aspect. So it would not be comparable to any of those existing cryptocurrencies out there. Correct. So I mean, I'm not speaking of those Bitcoin, Ripple kind of stuff, but it would definitely take a place in those position, that position as well. Who knows? Saitama might become one of the top 10 currencies if these use cases actually come into effect. So, having said that, let me end the video over here. These are my three thoughts about what I feel about the on the use cases for Saitama in the near future. So, let me know your thoughts on the comment section below on what you think might be the best use case, or if you liked any of these three use cases, do let me know in the comment section below. And please do subscribe to my channel. Show your support and love. Thank you so much for all those subscribers who are part of my YouTube channel. I would really love to extend my thanks to them, and I would only request you guys to share this video out. Let me build the channel a little so that I can spread my news and my views to more people out there. Thank you so much once again for watching. Have fun.